So what up, everybody? This is Little Gun back again with another episode of All About Korea. Alright. Today's I'm gonna talk about five things that you guys might have misunderstood about Korean people or Korean cultures and blah blah blah. So for those who might get offended by our behaviors or culture, or for those who's been shocked, by our cultures and our behaviors, just don't get us wrong. There is a reason for everything. So let me explain about it. Alright? So without no further ado, I'll get into it. So first is no excuse, no sorry culture. I don't think it's like it's very like a culture thing. It goes different depending on individual that you meet, but basically I think we don't really say sorry and excuse me all the time whenever we have bumps or we like have some occasion that we have to do so. So this is the reason why we're like it. I think this is what offends you guys very often, especially if you guys are from the States. But don't take it too seriously when people don't say sorry to you or don't say excuse me to you guys. Speaking of Seoul, 1/4 out of the whole population live in the one city, the Seoul. So it can't help but too busy sometime. It can't help but too bustling sometime. So a lot of times we bump into each other, even local bump into each other in subway, in the streets such as Gangnam, the worst, Itaewon, Hongdae worst, Myeongdong is freaking the worst, right? So consequently, people here naturally, getting used and accustomed to bumping to each other and not saying, sorry at all. So that's why we don't say it. So it's not that I think it's a good culture, but at least I'd love you guys to know that we don't mean to be rude, or we don't mean to be impolite, or we don't mean to be like cocky as fuck to you guys. We actually love you, we actually like you, and we actually respect you guys. So hopefully you guys understand the background, of us not saying sorry that much, but we're all good, we're cool. Just sorry, I'm sorry on behalf of everybody in Korea. The second is asking age culture. I mean, have you been asked your age this often whenever you meet a new person in your country? Probably not, okay? Asking your age will definitely sound weird and offensive at the same time, but don't get us wrong. We don't discriminate or judge you guys by your ages. We just do it just because we've been doing this ever since we were born. Ever since I was a baby, ever since I was a kid. Yeah, when I was in elementary school, when I was in middle school, I asked like, oh, how old are you? How old are you? How old are you? And then I got asked, how old are you? How old are you? So many times. It's daily questions. It's seriously, okay? So to be more specific though, we do it because we have two different versions of Korean, formal and informal, depending on your ages. So let's say when you are older than me, I probably use a former version of Korean, and the opposite, if you are younger than me, I tend to use informal version of Korean. So this is why basically we want to know your age, even though we don't really care about your age. Okay. So how old are you guys? Let me know. Third. I think it's a lot of people kind of like agree with my um what I'm saying right now is which is small face compliment. If you are professional and if you have a body type that's like a model, I 100% bet you guys that you get this compliment so many times, maybe too many times. But don't get it twisted, guys. Because we don't mean to say you look like a bird or you look like a fucking like chicken or stuff like that. Since we kind of like, we Korean kind of like idolize, especially younger generation. Young generation idolizes people with good proportional body like fits and stuff. So this is why we keep telling you guys that you have small face, you have small like you have big guys, you have small face, but you have like big shoulders and you have long legs and you have like you have small head sometimes, you know. So it's a genuine, serious compliments. So don't don't get it wrong. It's coming from heart. Okay. So basically, you guys just made us like ordinary Korean jealous as fuck. That's it. So don't get offended. Um, just we're cool. We're nice. Don't misunderstand.